Hello everyone, Salty Goldfish here. We are doing full block Mirrodin. And... Hmm. Well, doesn't look like there's anything particularly valuable in this set, so nothing to rare draft off the bat. Duplicate's really strong. That's my initial inclination. I like taking an artifact. I like taking a removal spell. I think Arrest is also a pretty reasonable first pick. Yeah, I think that the choice is basically between Arrest and Duplicant. And I'd rather, I think Rest is probably a better card, probably. But Duplicant leaves us open, whereas Arrest we have to be white to play it. Um. Okay, so person to our left took the rare. I'm gonna guess either an O Stone or a Glimmer Void. There's not a lot of bomb rares. Could have been a bomb rare, but so Regress is okay. Leaning Scimitar's meh. Shatter's pretty nice. I think the choice is between the Scimitar. Actually, I think it's really just between the Regress and the Shatter. And I haven't really done blue yet, so we're going to do the Regress. Okay, so us is a lot of nothing. I do kind of like the Warden. But I think I'd rather have the Wizard replica. Alphamir's been good to me, but I don't want to be. This is one of those I think maybe I'm supposed to be red. Snap up two shatters, but I don't want to be red. I mean, I've already missed an opportunity. I'm not getting a Spike Shot Goblin. So the incentive to be red is much lower. Hmm. Um. So Nuriak Spy or Arrest. That's a hard one. Once again, I think Arrest is probably the better card, but I already have a blue card, and I'd rather have. He's really good. Um, Nothing's a pretty strong signal that I am not white if I don't take the Arrest here. Longbow is also acceptable. I'm gonna get the Spy though. The Spy's pretty good. Snapping up a pair of them is pretty nice. Um, Unlikely to get a Thought Cast at this point. It's still possible to get maybe a Scimitar. Uh, that's weird. the Spellbomb keeps us on color. I will eventually need to pick a second color. The real problem, though, is that the two of the best blue commons going into 5th Dawn are probably going to get picked up because they're over a ticket. Like, I probably will not see a lot of Condescends or Serum Visions. I mean, there's Serum Visions was at some point like 10 tickets or something crazy like that. So I think it's pretty obviously the Thoughtcast. I don't have a lot of artifacts. Like I would much rather have gotten Thoughtcast than Seat, but so I think here, it's maybe I should start taking non-blue cards. So the question is this better than this or this? And I think I'd rather start going into. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab him. He's pretty reasonable. And I can have one if I want it anyways. I liked that last time as a, but I think it's more of a sideboard card. I mean, it's really bad removal. um, I just got to say that this is so not a card they would ever print now, ever. Just because they don't want it even be like shuffling is a bad thing. We are now in that world. Uh, None of these cards I'm playing. I guess that theoretically is a creature someone could decide to play. I'll take a Galvkey, sure. Fist of Anvil is a better Super Twiddle. Super Twiddle. Card you do not want to actually have in your deck. Okay, so 5th Dawn. Really, this is the second one I've seen in 2 drafts. Okay, so I don't think any of these are particularly good. Dismantles, destroyed. Pretty sure dismantles the pick. I just want to see if there's something I'm missing. Affinity for mountains is close. Like if this was a Spire Golem, I might take it. Um, Nuriok Transcended. Was that? It's interesting. I might take that just because it enables me to counter shatters. Oh, I forgot to display show preview panel. I'd like to have that up. I don't think the Volshock Beast. If I was a little bit more artifact heavy. Artifact creatures control gain flying. 1/1 flyer. That's spawning pit. Put a charge counter on spawning pit. Remove 2 charge. Seems terrible. I mean, obviously you can use it in response to removal, or like as a sack outlet if you need that, but I think I just take this guy. What's this do? Choose one. So I don't actually get any of the cards, so it doesn't do anything. Modular Hill Giant it is. As long as Exile with Deathmask Duplicate has fun. Okay, so that's really expensive. It's one of those creatures that. And this is why I didn't get any last draft. Even though you don't even need to have the. It's still good. Counter target spell. Now, I do not want to. And no Spire Golems this time. That seems pretty decent. No, it seems like that just did. Um, I mean, I'm only playing a splash of red, but I may be splashing red and white for Sunburst later. Actually, let's sort by converted mana cost. We are pretty heavy on threes. Are we at the seventh? We've gotten 22 cards. 15 plus. I think I can see one more before we wheel. So one more chance to get like a Spire Golem, something good. The hell's a Spine Crusher do? Whenever Spine Crusher blocks, it's a weirdie. Um, I don't really want to play any of these cards. I mean, I guess Vex. I wow. This is the problem when the packs just aren't deep. Like, have I even take? I've taken like, have I taken a blue card from this set? Yeah, I took a couple of the. I took a couple 3 drops, but I feel like I have misdrafted. Something went wrong. I don't feel like I could. It could have. It feels weird for it to have been. This is a potential removal spell. I mean, it's not a great one, but equipment is real, and the fact that this will usually, if it, this card will either be terrible or a 2-for-1. So now we're looking over the. These are some. I mean, maybe these are just really weak packs. I mean that's kind of a bomb. I mean, green's so weird, and now it's entirely possible that we could see that 5/5 again. I think we were already. It might have been the pack. I don't know. If we see him again, I might take him. I mean, maybe I should have taken him the first time. Maybe I should have been like, yeah, it's 5/5. It's like nothing. You have to be playing black to kill it, or the 2 arrests that we passed. You can't burn it out. That's the important thing. Um, This is such a weird card. I'm tempted because it's sort of like, 4 mana. Like, as a 4 drop, it's probably pretty good. It's like, okay, you get to take 2 turns, but no, I can't even convince myself. Uh, um, None of these are good. Yes, the Headless Lich. He ends up on a spider robot. At least I do not have each golem I'm not playing. Yeah, sure, we'll take a Reap and so. Whatever. I'm. Man, honestly, if I got a third one, I might splash green to try and go Sunburst in the next set. I don't know. Obviously, the fact that one of our opponents is disconnected, probably throwing the draft off a bit. Oh, you know what? It's actually probably pretty heavily derailed the entire draft. Because I don't know how long, because we've probably been, things been filtering through for at least half a pack. So there's a good chance we have someone just picking random cards because they're not there. That really derails the whole thing, doesn't it? Potentially, it's going to get worse when he's passing to us. I'm going to blame him for us not having a Spire Golem. I mean, Dross Golem's so bad. Because Fear is so bad in Mirrodin. Can't be blocked except by creatures. That's basically what Fear says. Because so many of the creatures are artifacts. So what are we hoping to open in 5th Dawn? Vidalcan Shackles would be the beating. That wasn't a Vidalcan Shackles. Probably taking the Serum Visions for value. But is there anything in here that's actually like stone? Like I'm way behind because I didn't take it. Silent Arbiter, no. So the rare is not particularly great. That doesn't seem good. No. I mean, this pretty solidly seems like. I mean, Leonin Squire is probably close to playable. Like, it's probably the best off-color card. This is a really kind of terrible pack. Whenever you cast. No, this is the yeah, that's right. 5th Dawn is when we could get cranial plating. Yeah, take a Condescend. So I got the two cards I said I probably wouldn't get because, I mean, Condescend's kind of awesome because, like, worst case scenario, you just sort of snap it off against anything and get the two scry. I mean, scry 2 is about as good as draw a card, roughly. There's a good chance you'll filter a land you didn't want, or if you needed a land, you'll filter away spells that were in the way of the lands you need. I have definitely in Pauper condescended for 0. It's been like, this is the worst Serum Visions ever. And I'm pretty sure it was correct. It wasn't good. It was probably the right thing to do. So yeah, our opponent. So this guy's still not there. That throws everything in the draft off so heavily when you're like, I don't know, like, there's a crazy person passing to me. Well, feeding the person passing to me. What is the random number generator like right now? Rain or Rust. Pretty close to playable. Man, if I was black, Knight's Whisper is pretty good. Alright. It's pretty close. Oh, wait. Magma Jet, not close. What am I doing? Pretty sure I'm supposed to take Cumulux here. Like, I mean, Volshock Sorcerer is pretty good. You know, actually, I was talking to someone and I was trying to remember what the blue card from that cycle, the Cranial Plating cycle, did. That's really sad. But yeah, Cumulux. Probably not close, because we have a lot of artifacts. I mean, even if this is 5 mana, like if we can take 3 off its cost, which is perfectly reasonable. Taking 2 off its cost makes it pretty good. Like a 6 mana 5/4 is a bomb. It's a dragon. Some number of games it'll be more. I mean, this is basically a 5 mana shatter. I don't think that. Combat trick. It's not an easy pick. Yeah, wait for his bobbles. Reasonably acceptable. Did I not? I feel like I blanked out because I thought I took the Sunburst guy. There must have been. That must have been the pack where I immediately realized Cumulux was there and just awesome. Wouldn't mind seeing another Magma Jet. It's really unlikely. Um. This doesn't seem good. Like, it seems okay, but not good. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a Ross. I'm not gonna play it. I don't think it quite makes the main deck. I'm trying to see if there's. I mean, I guess you could argue Unforge is worse ish. I think main deck Unforge is worse, and I think I switch it out if I see an opponent who has a lot of equipment. There's a lot of horned helmets in this set. Return target non-creature artifact card with corroded mana cost. That is a lot of mana to do whatever that is, whatever people think that's doing. And I guess that's almost equipment. This is a lot of plat cards. So yeah, this guy's actually just going to be better than that. But that's a strict upgrade because I honestly, yeah, I'd rather have a 3-mana 2/2. Alright, there was a lot of Spark Elementals. I'm going to take all of them from now on. If I can get like 5, I'll play them. Holy shit, I've never really looked. The Spark Elemental, I always thought the Spark Elemental was like the creature was like a bolt of lightning that was exploding in the middle. But no, it's this thing jumping across the side. I don't really know what it's fighting, but like this yellow thing's the Elemental, not this. I always thought it was this, and then there was like limbs coming off of this, but this is the background. I'm gonna say, there's a lot of magic art. And when you shrink the size it comes on the card, you have no idea what's really going on. I said if I get enough Spark Elementals, I'll play it. There's like a Spark Elemental in almost every pack. I mean, it's got to get through the random number generator. Man, does anyone remember when this was considered a good red 1-drop? I mean, like, seriously, compare this to Monastery Swiftspear. Or Goblin Guide. It's not even Lava Spike. Though I think it might actually be worth it to play the Wayfarer's. Oof. It's an interesting question as to whether or not it's worth it to have some off color, to try and get my Sunburst. I don't think it is. Screaming Fury. I mean, Conjurer's Bauble is, at worst, 1-mana cycle. Like, you can objectively put. You can make an argument that you could take your worst card out of your deck and put Conjurer's Bauble in, and it's probably made your deck better. You know what? I'll take the Crocodile. It's got a crocodile. It's like a Chocodile. I mean, it's a zombie crocodile. How could it be bad? 3 Sparkle Months did not hit the 5. Not feeling terribly great about this one. I didn't get any equipment except for did I? Oh, the Opaline Bracers. which aren't good. I mean, I guess the open line bracers are just a bad full shock mace. They're probably better than a random. It's probably better than the Rain of Rust. Probably. I think I actually want to be 11 and 7. Or 6. Just because, I mean, even though I'm only playing 3 red cards. Okay. Add basic lands. Give me another island. Okay, so not terribly happy with this draft. See how this goes.